Niners offense being better this coming year, I'm going to go out on this. And just not yet. Not yet. I saw an unbelievable stat that Peter King had yesterday. Trey Lance has thrown 389 passes since high school. That's it. Understand that. 389, that's all he's thrown since he was a high school kid. Last year, Mac Jones threw 521, including with a game where he was not allowed to pass. 389 passes since high school. He's just still so raw and so inexperienced. And I also think Jimmy Garoppolo is really good, and he's gone. And I don't think they'll be better than last year. I think it's a work in progress still. I'm not there yet.
Listen, when you're dating somebody and you're just waiting for them to propose, you're waiting for them to make the commitment, there is uncertainty, there is nervousness, you're sweating, you don't know, like, where are we, what's happening, what's the future here? Last season, I would think, was a little bit uncomfortable in San Francisco. What was the future? Where were they going? What was Kyle Shanahan's whole plan? Jimmy Garoppolo has a bad day at practice. Trey Lance has a great day. What are we doing? Why aren't we playing this guy? Now we know. Now they can move forward. The offense already had all the tools. It was who was executing the offense was the issue. I think I am in,
You're in.
which I forgot to say from the get-go. I am in. The offense, I think, takes a huge step, and I think they'll be better than last year.
I'm gonna go all in right along with you. I think for this offense, it's not going to be all on Trey Lance's arm. Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't a guy taking over the game for them. It was built on the zone run scheme, play action. Trey Lance is going to add another dimension to this offense that they didn't have. His ability to run, his ability to scramble and make throws outside of the pocket, which we saw a little bit in the preseason. But James Jones said on the network, he compared him to Rodgers and Mahomes. I'm not saying he's going to be Mahomes, but Alex Smith was a really good quarterback in Kansas City. Enter Mahomes, they take a whole nother step. Could this possibly be Trey Lance enter this San Francisco offense and they take a whole nother step that they weren't able to take with Jimmy Garoppolo?
There's a fear of missing out on the big stock, right? Like, you know, everyone was whispering about a stock, you didn't buy in, and then all of a sudden that stock goes nuts and you regret it.
Yep.
Patrick Mahomes, like, everyone who was in is in, and if you're not in, you're like, I missed it. I've seen James Jones, I've seen Louis Riddick, who's respected and covers the NFL at a high level. He has said the same sort of thing. There's this feeling that, like, this guy might be that. I don't want to be the one to say he's not good. Like, a lot of people doubted Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson did take the league by storm. Do you feel like Trey Lance, inexperience understood, has that potential of taking the league by storm this year?
I think so, and I think because of the inexperience, we don't have a huge test sample, so we don't really know. And I think when you look at quarterbacks, when they sometimes come on the scene, when Cam Newton first came on the scene his rookie year, took off because you hadn't really seen it. You don't know how to prepare for it. Then you give somebody, these defensive coordinators, 17 games to study a guy the entire offseason. You're able to really figure out what they do. Lamar Jackson took off.
I know.
Trey Lance, 389 throws since high school. I mean, unless they're putting Pop Warner film on, there's not a lot of tape.
For Shanahan to do what he did, A, in moving up to get him, and then B, this year saying, it's yours, kid, take the keys. Like, if you trust Shanahan, he must be in love with the guy. So that's pretty compelling.
I feel like Shanahan is, like, sitting at his desk. His knee is shaking, and he's, like, gripping his desk, and he's like, can I go yet? Can I do it? Can I be creative? Can I do all the things that I would do? Like, I just feel like he is ripe to take this on.
It's such a cool topic because the Niners did go to the NFC Championship game last year and have told the team that they're going with a different quarterback.
Yeah,
it's fascinating.